Now I know I'm no genius, but I'll tell you one thing, people. If you just follow along with me, there's no possible way you'll ever lose money in the stock market. Oh, a few weeks ago, when I realized that we were just about to endure the greatest stock market rally that this country's ever seen, I thought maybe we could become swing traders. Because day trading goes completely out the window when we only go up. There's no reason to trade if the next thing you're doing is buying the same stock you just sold at a higher price. Why not just pick 3 or 4 of your favorite stocks and hang on? Oh, I know why. Because when you become a swing trader or an investor, or when you decide to hold stuff overnight, nothing ever does work out, right? Then you get nuclear holocaust, then you get Egyptian crises, you get Molotov cocktails, Greek parliament up in flames, Italian parliament fighting it out in fist fights. You get people burning down shit, chaos, terrorism, some sort of stalemate in the politics. You get, remember when the economy was downgraded? Remember when the S&P or Moody's or whatever that fucking pointless rating agency downgrading U.S. debt? Remember those days, those heady days when the market was crashing 15 days ago? Hey, listen, I'm all for a bull market, but you can't have 15 days making up for an entire year and a half. That's not right. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Just the other day when I said, hey, throw up your hands, and I said, I'm all for a bull market. But I'm trying to do it the sane way. Sane? Did I just say that? So I'm buying 100-share increments of stocks that I like. I'm building positions. Hartford Financial, Broadcom. Come on, right there in a nutshell. You got to be completely impressed with what I did yesterday. And these are not pat on the backs. This is all for you, people. These are all for you. How come this wasn't priced in? What, nobody knew that there wasn't going to be something being passed, sown? You thought that they were just going to let everything fail? Haven't we learned our lesson yet? The market, first of all, is disconnected from reality, right? Then, the news is also manipulated. Now, do you find it a coincidence that yesterday when we were selling off, which is what we should have been doing, we should have been selling off with Amazon getting hammered, Apple not being able to make any headway, Google stalling out at 600, all the big high-flying stocks are getting smoked. So we should have been taking a break, especially after 3 weeks of straight up. Remember the Qs were at 50 about 25 days ago? At 50, people, we were about to sell off and hit down into another depression, double dip, everything, all the inflation guys were out. Elaine Gazzarelli was getting her phone call to come out of her grip. I predicted the crash of 87! All the doomsday guys were getting their phone calls from CNBC. You had everything lined up. And the favorite one, my favorite quote, as we brought up about a month and a half ago, was what the hedge funds were preparing for more downside. So who got it right? Who got any of this right? Show me somebody that got it right. More importantly, here's a guy that almost got it right, and at the same time, you can milk me for all the mistakes that I make on a daily basis and just reap the benefits for your own well-being. Broadcom, the HIG, the Cisco, the Yandex, the Netflix, one after another. All you got to do is come to the chat room. And if you haven't got your invitation yet, I don't even know. I don't even know what happened. Maybe it's got lost in the ether. But we are about to endure now. Now that we trapped a whole new plethora of people short, we could possibly go right to 15,000 by the end of the year. And yes, get your Dow fucking 20 thou hats on, because get them out, because we're headed there. I don't give a shit this time. Nothing's gonna get in our way. Nothing! Nothing will get in our way. Now, what I was saying earlier at the beginning of the meeting, I'm no genius. But can you explain to me how a Euro bailout makes the commodity stocks go? I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much, but why is U.S. Steel up 10% on a Eurozone bailout? Because the banks have more money now? We're going to start building shit? We better start building more banks. That's what it is? Now that we have all this money to fuck with, let's just build more banks. We need steel for that. Why the hell is that stuck up that much? I know why Broadcom's up. I know why most stocks up. I can understand Hartford Financial, and I've been talking about Hartford Financial. Did you ever think that we'd see Hartford Financial back down to $15 a share? I didn't. So that's the only reason I bought it. Because I figured, what's the most asinine thing I could do right now? Is buy some stocks that I never thought I would see. I wasn't asking why they were down there. I wasn't asking maybe they're in worse shape than is being led on. I wasn't asking any of those questions. I was saying the stock's back down to 15. I don't give a shit. I'm buying some. Bought some at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Next thing you know, it's pulling back. People start, Hartford Financial. There it is. It's all done now. But here's where I'm at. I have been priced out of the market now. I'm done. I'm officially out. I'm going to 99.7% cash now. Yeah, I'm taking my hit. I'm taking my hit on the naked calls. I'm getting out of the naked puts. Everything. Selling everything except the pension, the PNSN. No reason to sell that. Oh, you want to see some magic? The day I sell the pension, the PNSN, as we were talking about in the chat room that I'm down 17 points on over the last 4 years, when I do sell pension, and if you're out there listening to me, pension people, give me 20 grand. That's all I want. I'll sell you my last 400 shares of pension because I'm sure I'll save the fucking company one more time. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do, right? So send me your stocks. Send me what you need to have happen. I'll trade your stock and you just pay me. You need something to go up 5 points, I'll short 100 shares of it. Chances are it'll go up 5 points. Well, if you need the market to go up, just don't worry about it. All I'll do is I'll short some naked calls. And you weren't paying attention last week. Remember when I was leaving the house last Thursday and I said I'm going to short some naked calls here just to make sure the market doesn't crash? Still got those. Still got those. That was an awesome trade. Oh yeah. But we're banging it up today. Oh, and also don't forget what today is. It's Thursday. Always a Thursday. But you know what? There I was getting ready for my nice Wednesday DVR session. Kids were asleep. Wife was asleep. I'm ready to watch Bored to Death, Boardwalk Empire, and all my shows. But a phone rang, and it was my dad. Hey, Dad. I know you hate it when I make these videos where I go all crazy and shit because you can't show it to your friends. But there goes my dad calling me. So I get up on the phone, and he wants to talk the stock market because he's now convinced that it's a good time to get back in. And my dad's always a pretty good player. He's always a buying on dip kind of guy. Long-term investing, he still thinks it works. Works out for him because he holds stocks until they come back. And in this day and age, they all come back except for Lucent, Dad. I know it never came back. But here he is. The next thing you know, I put on the computer, I see NASDAQ futures up 22. I see something about a Greek bailout. I was like, Dad, whatever you do, buy something right now. Buy the futures. So I went and bought some futures because I knew I was short of those Qs. So at least I offset some of the loss that I'm enduring right now. But at the same time, all the stocks. Now, Dad, remember, I'm not as smart as you think I am now. There was no way to get Hartford Financial at $18 this morning. It opened up at 19 and change. There was no way to buy the Cisco at 17 and a half because it opened up at 18 and change. So what this is known as a gap. It really doesn't, it's not a rally as they're going to call it. A rally is what's going to happen for the next 2 months. We're going to go up every freaking day. Every day. Every day. And we're going to go right to down 15,000. There's no stopping it. There's no reason to stop it. We just got started. Everybody that's been debating whether or not to get back in, they're getting back in now. All 4 of them. Whoever's left who actually has money to buy into this market. Because I got to tell you one thing. I know at least another 100 people who are leaving the industry today. Getting out. Done. This guy right here sold my Hartford Financial if you're wondering. Sold my Cisco if you're wondering. I even sold my HURN. And I'm going to be selling everything across the board because I am priced out. Until I get an opportunity to buy shit back at where I want it, I am being priced out of this market. Good luck to you. I might buy some Hartford Financial because I have to assume that it's going back into the 30s, so at least there's 10 points there. And now that for some reason the bank's getting bailed out in Europe means U.S. Steel's strong again, I might have to dip my toe back into that. But I just sold everything, I'm waiting for a pullback that probably won't come, maybe sometime in March. And then once we're at Dow 17,000 in March, we'll pull back maybe to 15 grand, and then it'll be off to 20,000. My prediction's still in place. You knew you were doubting it. I was doubting it. Everybody was doubting it. And of course, my prediction of Dow 18,758 is my prediction for December of 2012. Dow 18,758 by December of 2012. We're calling it the end of days rally, the Mayan calendar massacre. We're just gonna rip the fuck up every single day right till the end of the time, because there's gonna be some catastrophes. You know that's right. You know we're gonna have earthquakes and all kinds of other shit. You know it's coming, right? We rallied all the way to Y2K, and that was supposed to be the end of the earth, right? So here now we have another end of the days out there. So we're gonna rally. Doesn't make any sense. Because if you think the end of the world is coming, if the oceans are going to rise up and there's going to be fire and brimstone, don't you want to build a bomb shelter and get some guns and weapons and hunker down, get your money out of the market, buy some gold in case there's actually a reason for a currency in the apocalypse? No, let's just buy worthless pieces of paper with the hope that some asshole is going to buy them high from us next week. Makes complete sense. So if that's the story, we got another 14 months of this, baby. Yes!